Hi everyone. It is Wednesday, February 23rd, my 111th YouTube orbit. And we got some clouds coming, maybe more rain. There's Casper. Hi Casper. There's my bear collection. My husband got me George when I was pregnant with Laurel because I was just so ill with morning sickness, and the others have come as time has passed. Just thought I'd show you that because it kind of pertains to my subject for today. And it's Wednesday, so it's chai morning. So hello everyone. Yes, so teddy bears. Actually, what I was thinking of was the fact that I personally am very much a homebody, and I was wondering about everyone else. Are you a homebody, or do you like to be out of the house? This is not to say that I don't like to travel. I love to go different places, particularly to see friends. I like to go and see new things and feel how it feels in a different place. I guess my mental makeup is very experiential. I like to experience things and absorb them into myself and see how they make me feel. So, but I mean, going back to the homebodiness, though, I've been like that ever since I was a child. I used to think about the fact that I would have loved to just stayed home and did my schoolwork rather than going out to school. And while I was in the workforce for a while, for a number of years before I got married, working at home has always been my preference. Now that my kids are older, that role I'm still working a little bit, but I'm pretty much transitioned out of it. So now it's the artwork, and the artwork I can do from home, and that's pretty cool. And of course we have the advantages of the internet and things like that now, so that makes a difference. But home has always been very important to me, and that's, I think, why I put so much effort into making home feel comfortable and a refuge, because the world can be a pretty harsh place, and I think everybody needs some place to go to recharge. And I've always felt very good about the fact that my family could do that here, and for my kids that they could bring their friends here. We have housed many wayward teenagers. Not necessarily, not really wayward. I mean, if the kids were spending the night somewhere, it was more often that kids were spending the night here, and they still do, even to this day, even when they are just about, well, they're pretty much adults. They are adults. But it's been important to me to offer that. It is part of who I am, and so I'm always looking at ways to improve the home. Of course, I have my ideal, home that also contains an actual studio and a kitchen that's redone, and the gardens are complete. But part of the fun, I think, is getting there. So we have still now, for the next few years, most of our cash is going to college education, which is very important. And then after that, we can work on the house. And this is another reason why it's hard for me to think of moving, because I put down some really deep roots when I put them down. And while I'm not dead set on never living anywhere else, because You know, there are lots of reasons for changing location. The actual homestead, this established place, this home, this shelter that we have, and the gardens, the yard, and things like that. It's you know, it's I haven't lived a whole lot of places in my life. I lived at home until I was 22, and then there were a few years that I lived with one brother in an apartment in Hollywood, and then I lived with another brother, and his he owned a condo or a duplex in Redondo Beach while I worked in the aerospace companies, and I lived there for a year, and then I lived in San Diego. Was the first place that I had my own place in San Diego. And I had an apartment for a few months, and then I found a duplex, which was cheaper and gave me more space and a yard, and it was heaven, setting up home. And every time I've lived any place, it's always been a real joy to create that space. So anyway, that's all. Nothing much else for this Wednesday. My energy was really high yesterday, if you could tell by my video, and I was hitting a wall by late afternoon. But I still went to Aikido, and I actually had to do a lot of one-on-one instruction there for one of the new students that's coming up on her first test, and I just didn't get enough sleep, which is bad. The doctor's gonna shake her. No, she won't shake her finger at me, but I know I need to do that. So anyway, so my energy's a little bit more, you know, low level today, but that's cool. Gotta run to the post office to send a couple things out, and then I'm just gonna be here at home, you know, puttering. I may work on my negatives for some new cyanotypes. But I don't think I will actually be making any cyanotypes for a little while, because they say that rain is on the way again, and it's going to be cold. There's some prediction of perhaps snow at sea level, but we'll see. This has been my wish ever since winter started this year, so my husband wrote to me, be careful what you wish for. So anyway, I hope you're all doing well this day. Wednesday, February 23rd. Yeah, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.